How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul. Let me fix my microphone. Ugh. How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to another Patreon Q&A video. So, I am currently at Disney World when this video goes live. So, unfortunately, you will not see another Splatoon 2 video until I get back. Me and my crew were unable to record another session before most of them left for too many games, and once they get back I'll be at Disney. So be sure to leave a lot of love on this video so people get to see it who don't normally. Let's try and get up to 1,000 likes on this video, because people didn't really watch the last one, but I really want to keep making these. So yeah, let's go ahead and show that people want to see it. Anyway, so it's Patreon Q&A time, and if you don't know how this works, once a month I'm going to go to my Patreon and ask all of my followers, no matter how much they pledge, for questions for me to answer during a Splatoon 2 ranked recording session. So if you want the opportunity of having your question answered live in one of these videos, then go ahead and check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, and trust me, it helps. You also get all sorts of other perks, like being able to access an exclusive section of my Discord server, being able to play with me both on and off stream every month, and tons of other rewards. So I really think that Patreon is worth it for you guys, and it helps me out a lot, keep YouTube as a job. Enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and hop in ranked and let it begin. Alright, hopping into Splat Zones. Guess that's what we're going to be playing today. And our first question is from Liddy Kitty. Do you watch anime, and if so, do you have a favorite? I don't particularly watch anime. Pretty much the only ones I've ever watched on a consistent basis are Pokemon and Sword Art Online, which I understand immediately sets me as like a target for all the actual anime fans. I don't know, I just really love Sword Art Online, but if I were to choose between the two, definitely Pokemon. Especially lately, I've been rewatching the series from the beginning, and I'm about halfway through Johto right now, and I just love Pokemon so much. Just so much nostalgia for when I was growing up and playing it, watching it, and all that stuff. Oh man, I'm having a hard time playing. But yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Socks says, so are you thicker than a Snicker or heavy like a Chewy? I'm trying to lose weight. I mean, it's difficult because I can't go out and jog because it's literally 108 degrees outside today. So, but oh, someone's lagging. Okay. But yeah, I know you said on Discord that you didn't even know what you meant by the question anyway, so it's fine. I can't believe that killed me. Suckatees, explain in detail. How was your day? In detail. Okay, well, my day technically, I guess, began at midnight. So, at midnight, I was up playing Kerbal Space Program, which is a game that I love to play, but it's not really the kind of game that you can play to an audience unless you pre-build stuff and edit it together and stuff, which is not what I like to do. I like to just go off and do my own thing, just trial and error. So, but I was playing that and from midnight until honestly like 3 a.m. and I got a nice moon base going, which was nice. I shouldn't have died there, but I did. Anyway, then about 3 a.m. came and my game finally crashed because I had been trying to do stuff without pause for way too long, and I decided that was a good time to go to bed. And then I went to bed, but I didn't go to sleep because I was busy reading Reddit, and I came across the Reddit rabbit hole, and it goes deep, very, very deep. I always find topics on Ask Reddit, especially where like people like sharing stories of funny things or things that went bad at a wedding and stuff like that, and I just read that for literally like 3 other hours, so I didn't get to sleep till 6 a.m. Then I woke up today at about 1 p.m. and got caught up on all my notifications. Oh, we're ahead. Good. Got caught up on all my notifications, and wow, just appeared out of nowhere. All 4 of us got killed. Okay. Anyway, then at about 2, I hopped online and started recording a video with Swanee playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Actually, that video might not be out yet, but so be on the lookout for that video, guys. We love playing it, so be on the lookout for it. It was a lot of fun. And as soon as that was over, I decided to record a few other videos to get done before my family arrives, because my mom and sister are driving here, and they were going to be here a few days early before we leave for Disney World. So they're on their way right now, and before they get here, I decided it would be nice to record some videos and get the recordings done at least before we leave for before we leave for Disney, and I can hopefully edit them before then. And this is one of them. So I got a few other videos that I'm going to record after this, actually. Just spend all day recording and then the rest of my time here editing before we leave. That's my plan. So, and it is about 4:30 right now, and that's what I've been doing all day. That was my day in detail. Aren't you glad you asked? And I'm sorry for anyone who sat through all that. You did ask for details, and I'm dead. Okay. Let's see. Corey asks, any predictions / hopes on the last 2 DLC characters for Smash? Ah, man, I've talked about this so many times on other people's channels, but not mine. I don't know who's left. Like, who realistically is left that people want to see? Like, even, like, I don't even know. Like, who's left? What I kind of want to see is Lara Croft and Spyro, although I do understand that Crash Bandicoot is way more likely than those two. Oh boy. Come on. Come on, overtime! No! How do we lose control? No! 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 Oh, no, I just... Oh, we won! Yes! Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, like, I don't know who's left, but if I were to have hopes for the last 2 DLC characters, it would be Lara Croft and Spyro. Literally can't think of anyone else I'd like to see in the games. Besides Helioptile. Alright, new game, same mode, same map. And new question. Bacon Tactician asks, do you ever plan on continuing the N64 Chronicles beyond the Surfing Pikachu one? Oh man, that's a throwback. I actually did want to make that a whole series, because I'm collecting for the N64. I have almost half of all the North American games right now. And my plan was to make a video series where I talk about each and every one of them at some point. And I started with, it was sort of a soft start to the game series, or to the video series, where I made a video how to get Surfing Pikachu. It did really well, actually, and I got destroyed. And then I hinted at the end of the video that I would want to do Ocarina of Time next, Legend of Zelda. And I made that video, but very few people watched it. I don't know why. I wanted to make it into a huge series. I deserve that. But then I don't know how to explain it. I made the video, very few people watched it. I think even now it doesn't even have 10,000 views. And that just completely killed my motivation, which unfortunately is a very real thing that a lot of YouTubers go through. They get hyped up on this big project, they make the project, no one watches it, and then they like, well, I guess this big project doesn't mean that much to anyone else. So, to this day, Ocarina of Time's the only other N64 Chronicles video I've made. I have ideas for others. I've had ideas for others since the beginning, but I just don't know if it's worth making, because I don't know if there's an audience for that. I'm sure there's a lot of you watching this video who didn't even know that I made that. A lot of you watching this video might not know I do things other than Splatoon 2. The fact is, I've always considered myself more of a Nintendo YouTuber than a Splatoon YouTuber. It's just that Splatoon's consistently the most popular thing I do, so I feel like I'm obligated to make Splatoon 2 content, just to keep my channel afloat. I might make more N64 Chronicle videos in the future, but if I do, it's definitely not going to be as I'm Trying to think of the word. I'm not going to put as much effort into that as I did with my first 2 videos. Let's see. Kino asks, if there was one Pokemon type that you thought didn't get enough love, what would it be and why? Probably the Bug type, because Bug is strong against Dark types, and there's a lot of Dark types, but there's not many Bug type moves that are super effective. There's like X-Scissor, but like there's just not much that makes Bug types viable. Not to mention not very many Bug types at all. Like there's only one Bug type legendary Pokemon, and it's Genesect. So I think that Bug types should get a bit more love. 3 of them dead, that's good, and we're ahead. Alright, Luna asks, 2 trains are traveling at approximately 164 miles an hour towards the train station. Train A is traveling south and is 240 miles from the station, while Train B is traveling west and is 320 miles away from the station. To the nearest integer, how fast is the distance between the 2 trains changing at this time? Geez, you're asking me to do calculus in my head while I'm playing this game. For trigonometry, I mean. Oh, man, I can't do that. But we did get a knockout, so... I'm going to go with yes, is my answer to that question. Alright, I only have a few questions left, so this is probably going to be the final round, but we did get onto Blackbelly Skate Park, so it's a different stage at least. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the questions. Carson says, what is your favorite video that you've done off the top of your head? Off the top of my head, the story of Pokemon the first movie. I put a lot of effort into that. It got somewhat of a good number of views, so I know people enjoyed it. I just really love Pokemon the first movie. I know it's not that good of a film, but there's just something about it that keeps making me come back to watch it over and over. And I decided to share with my audience the story of how it came to be, because I felt like a lot of people didn't know all the details, and a lot of them didn't. So that was a lot of fun to make that video, and it's pretty much the closest to a professional video that I've ever made, like one that like could air on TV, in my opinion. I don't know how I'm alive. I had no idea how I'm alive. I'm still alive. I'm alive, wow. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the story of Pokemon the first movie, please go check it out, because I loved it, and I think you guys will love it too. Okay. How am I alive? Oh, you lagging tadpole. That would explain it. Okay. Octogirl says, if you were to change your YouTube name, what would you change it to and why? See, from the beginning, I've always had a very bad YouTube name. Like, just objectively bad. It's just because Skul and Shurtagul, like, is... My name comes from Aragon, and it was just my screen name on all sorts of websites that I belonged to long before I started YouTube. And I just decided to keep the name, so I did, and I changed it just a little bit. Anyway, so I'm rambling. Okay, I mean, I deserve that. So, from the beginning, it's always been hard for me to share with people what my YouTube name is, because whenever I say in real life, oh, I'm a YouTuber, they ask, oh, what's your channel? I always have to say you couldn't remember it, so I have to give them a business card or type it into their phone straight, directly to them, you know, stuff like that. So I've always wondered, if I were to change my name, what would I change it to? And a lot, like, for the most part, I don't want to, because I feel like I've gotten this far with this name, so maybe I should keep it. But at the same time, it would be nice to change it to something people could remember a lot easier, or at least pronounce. So I thought of it, and I thought if I ever do change my name, I'll change it to just Skul with one L. My channel name would be SKUL. That would be the channel name. That's how I would be able to tell people what it is. Whether I'll actually change it to that or not, I don't know. I've considered it. I've talked with my friends about it. They all said if I did it, it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. But am I going to do it? I don't know. Skul with one L is the answer, though. And the last question I have is from Wildo48. What is your biggest regret? Oh, boy. I don't... It's hard to say, because part of me regrets going to college because I was there for 5 years and I didn't graduate. So I feel like, you know, having $75,000 in student loans sucks. But do I regret going? Not really, because I met a lot of friends while I was in college. I actually did learn a lot. And my job in college allowed for me to start YouTube, which has turned into the best thing in my life, you know? Besides my wife, of course, and my family. But it's been the best job of my life, easily. It's hard to say what I regret, because there's a lot of things that we do that are stupid or that are the wrong decision, but they make us grow into better people. That's just how I've always felt about it. So it's always been hard for me to feel regret over things, because even though things I've done are stupid or not smart, or in the end were the completely wrong decision, it helps me grow. Helps me, I hope, to become a better person. Our experiences shape us into different people. I thought that was our bomb. That's why I walked into it. So there is one thing in particular I regret that is just way too personal for me to say in this video. So I'm sorry about that. But for the most part, I actually don't have that many regrets. Because everything I've done has made me into who I am now. And I really don't think I'd have it any other way. And now I'm out of questions, so let's just focus on playing the game and winning. It shouldn't be too hard. Looks like we've won. Oh, wow. Please don't lose that. Please don't lose that. Oh, we got it! Alright, perfect timing. So we won every single game of this video, and I answered every single question. Wait, I got more? Oh no, I didn't see the load more comments button. No! Okay, I'll answer these. Which of your video thumbnails is your favorite? It's always hard to pick. I love... My artist, Calico Pikachu, makes the best thumbnails. She made the thumbnail for this video. My favorite would probably be me screaming at Gigi in the blind hide-and-seek video. Joanna asks, how did you come up with the decision to make Zippy the mascot of your channel? She's adorable, by the way. Zippy is my favorite Pokemon. Helioptile is my favorite Pokemon, so it just made sense. And Woomy Queen 14 asks, for if there will be a patron or a member session in the future, will you try other games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Probably, but the vast majority of my patrons and channel members have Splatoon 2, so it's just easier to set those up, but I'm definitely open to other games in the future. And with that, I am done with this video. I'm sorry for rushing those last few questions, but they were simple answers, to be fair. I am looking forward to doing this again next month. Make sure to leave a like on this video, and yeah, that pretty much does it. I'm going to go and enjoy Disney World now. Goodbye, everyone!